is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Good afternoon and welcome to the campus of Hammonton High School here in the blueberry capital of the world. For BFA Sports, Doug Stasic, the entire BFA Sports crew, as the visitors, the Ocean City Red Raiders, come to town for some Cape Atlantic League baseball. 4 o'clock start is what we are shooting for, but more importantly, you're joining us on a very special day, one of our favorite here at BFA, where we honor Frankie Lasasso. It's Fight Like Frankie Day, as it's been come to known over here the last couple of seasons. Now the third annual Fight Like Frankie Classic. You see members of the Hammonton High School softball team on the field, and we're going to have some pregame festivities underway as Frankie Lasasso, in his own right, he'll be throwing out the ceremonial first pitch in just a few minutes, and we'll end up stepping aside for the public address announcer. Joined here a couple minutes early just to make sure that we were up in time and ready to go for the ceremonial first pitch. Let's take a look at the opposing managers. For the visitors of Ocean City, we head coach Andrew Bristol. And for the Blue Devils of Hammonton, Mr. Greg Silvesti. Some special unis today. Hammonton wearing bright orange, one of the favorites of Frankie Lasasso. And for the Red Raiders, they're wearing the black jerseys with the red numbers and the white trim. And you'll notice that all the players for Ocean City are wearing a number 4 on the front of their jerseys and their individual numbers on the back. Of course, that 4 is symbolizing Fight Like Frankie. So Frank Lasasso is a teacher and assistant coach on the Red Raiders coaching staff. So certainly lots to acknowledge for a great reason, and most importantly, for Frankie Lasasso, celebrated his final chemotherapy treatment just last week and had the honor of being able to throw out the first pitch, being able to ring the bell at Citizens Bank Park. See here. And again, there's Frankie with an opportunity to ring the bell with the Philly Fanatic. Lots to celebrate. We'll see family and friends who are in the stands to join him at Citizens Bank Park. They are donning their white T-shirts. Tell them to ring the bell like Frankie. So, pretty cool week for young Frankie Lasasso. Lots to celebrate for sure. And he always looks forward to throwing out this first pitch, as do all the Hammonton friends and fans. And sounds like public address announcer about to get underway. Say, honor young Frankie. Ocean City softball team out there on the diamond as well. There's young Frankie, got the arm warmed up. He's got quite the cannon in Little League. We saw him out there at Hammonton Lake Park last season, and so I'm guessing he's got a little bit of extra mustard on that hot dog that he's about to throw out here in just a moment.
Fight Like Frankie baseball and softball showcase between the Hammonton Blue Devils and the Ocean City Red Raiders. As many of you are already known, Frankie Lasasso completed his 856th day of cancer treatment last Wednesday as he rang the bell at CHOP in the early afternoon. He finished his big day by ringing the bell at Citizens Bank Park with the Philly Fanatic in front of 30,000 fans. Today we celebrate the journey of a young man who has taught us all a thing or two about resilience, toughness, and perseverance. The Lasasso family wants this day to not only celebrate Frankie's victory over cancer, but to also acknowledge and celebrate the support that they have received from the Hammonton and Ocean City communities over the past 2.5 years. The love, support, and words of encouragement that you all have provided will never be forgotten. Frankie and his family could not have been surrounded by a better support system. Proceeds from today's raffle will be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which is a world leader in blood cancer research. Due to the work of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are able to celebrate children such as Frankie and his friends and fellow Hammonton cancer survivors Ben Grasso and Hammonton High School baseball player Gregory Clark. While these three courageous young men have beaten cancer, we should strive to live in a world where cancer no longer exists and no longer claims lives too soon. At this time, I would like to play a clip for you all here in attendance today of in-game Phillies announcer Dan Baker introducing Frankie at Citizens Bank Ballpark last Wednesday in front of 30,000 fans as Frankie got a chance to ring the bell for his last chemo treatment.
Frankie, ladies and gentlemen, is ringing the bell on field to celebrate his final day of chemotherapy. Now come on, Frankie, ring it so everyone in attendance can hear you. Frankie Lasasso!
At this time, please allow me to introduce cancer survivor Frankie Lasasso to throw out our first pitch, which will be caught by his brother Gino Lasasso.
No surprise there. A strike for Frankie Lasasso right down the middle to his brother Gino. Clearly, these guys looking forward to doing some damage on a baseball field near you coming soon as they continue to light up the scoreboards across the Hammonton Little League. That's for sure.
Stay on the lines for our national anthem. Both Ocean City baseball and softball teams have remembered to always fight like Frankie.
And there you have it, pre-game festivities honoring Frankie Lasasso. The third annual Fight Like Frankie Classic is about to get underway here on BFA. So some family pictures and pleasantries still to be had, and rightfully so. Ton to celebrate, of course, the Lasasso family and one of our favorites, Marshall Lasasso, the assistant athletic director over at Atlantic Cape Community College, and I got a chance to speak with her before the game. And this is one of those games on the calendar that I just cannot miss for all of the right reasons. And so just so happy for the entire Lasasso family. And tip of the cap to Frankie. You know, you're 800-plus days for a child battling cancer. That is something that really puts things in perspective for you quite quickly. And these teams take the field as an extended family of sorts each year to pay homage, encourage Frankie, the Lasasso family, and others to continue their fight. So going to be a great baseball game. It is certainly a beautiful day out here in Hammonton, and that'll give us a chance to check out the starting lineups. First for the visitors of Ocean City, leading off, that'll be right fielder Jack Hogue. Colin Thompson is in center. Evan Taylor is over at the hot corner. Cleanup hitter batting fourth is the catcher Isaac Peterson. Dante Edwardi, the shortstop, is fifth. Noah Harrington is in left field. Batting seventh is the first baseman Riley Gunnels. Cole Larson gets his first start as the designated hitter. And Sean Rapetti rounds out the order, starting at second base, brought to you by Premier Orthopedic Associates of South Jersey. And moving on to the Hammonton defense, the Blue Devils, brought to you by Game Changer. Be sure to download the Game Changer app on your favorite iOS or Android mobile device. Outfield left to right, it'll be Austin Scholl. Matt McAleer is in center. Paul Kalani is in right. Gavin West, the team leader in RBIs, hits, and runs, is at third. Drew Haynes is at short. Cole Bagnell gets the start at second. Drew Fields over at first. Starting pitcher is Braden Markart, and Eric Bartz is his battery mate behind the dish. Head coach Greg Silvesti. As the Blue Devils and Red Raiders come into this contest, both sporting a 3-4 record. Of course, for Ocean City, coming off a loss to Cedar Creek in their last contest, 8-0. As they come in here, and for the Blue Devils, their last game, they fell down victim to the St. Augustine Prep Hermits, 6-4. So looking to get this thing straight. The first of a back-to-back Cape Atlantic special. These teams will battle again tomorrow. Pitch number one is underway as Markert winds and fires. That ball is called up and out of the zone for ball number one. A little bit of a different look from our center field camera for you BFA fans. That ball comes inside, now 2-0. As got to Hammonton and realized that the outfield fence is a little bit higher than anticipated, but our team always on the move, making do. Taking strike for Hogue makes it a 2-1 count. Hogue comes to bat with a 3.04 average. There's a grounder, going to go over to second. Bagnell's going to charge, get the ball to first for the 4-3 put out to Fields. So one out in the books as the sophomore Colin Thompson climbing the left-handed batter's box. First pitch is a called strike, and that's number 7, Colin Thompson. As Markert fires, that ball is fouled. First base side, right at the dugout of Ocean City. Quickly an 0-2 count. As Markert winds and fires. Can't get him to chase outside. 1-2. And here's the 1-2. Place for another pitch. Just gets a piece of it. Thompson plus speed, looking to try to set the table here for the Red Raiders defense. I'll leave that pitch upstairs. Now 2-2. Called strike 3. So Marker battling back. Of course, I mentioned his last outing. It's back on April 11th. Went 5 2/3 against St. Augustine. Gave up 2 earned runs, scattered 3 hits. We got the first 2 Red Raiders down in order here on this magnificent Monday. First pitch to the third baseman, Evan Taylor, up and out of the zone. Taylor wearing number 3. The sophomore with a sizzling .500 batting average coming into this contest. Works himself ahead in the count, 2-0. Marker working quickly. There's a hard grounder foul, third base side. Heard the umpire asking for the assist. It's now 2-1. Curveball hanging, but that one's nailed foul down the line as well. Even the count at 2-2. Taylor, strong combination of speed, power, and contact. So has 4 doubles and a home run. Showing the patience here as he works into a full count. 2 outs, top of the first. You're just joining us here on BFA Sports. Lines and delivers. That ball's hammered in left field. It's going way back to the wall, and it is gone. A first inning home run by Evan Taylor, his second of the 2023 campaign. The Red Raiders take a quick 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first. Wow. So Taylor just absolutely turned on this pitch. And as soon as he hit that loud one, it was a no doubt about it. And that is a tape measure shot. You got a double panel fence out there in left. Marker says it's 317 to the line. That had to be about 350 feet. That'll bring up the catcher, Isaac Peterson. Peterson now ahead in the count, 1-0. Marker tries to bounce back. He's the count at 1-1. Peterson, we last saw him on BFA in the 9-2 victory for the Red Raiders over Mainland. It was electric. 3 hits in that contest. Down in the count here now, 1-2. Make that an even 2-2. It's a bit ahead of myself. Peterson turns on that one foul, third base side. And a Hammonton legend in his own right. Coach Frank Fusatola in the house today. Still a 3-2 count. And I believe I was just informed that Frankie Lasasso retrieved that home run ball. So I believe that's now in the hands of Evan Taylor. Gets his souvenir on Fight Like Frankie Day. There's a grounder, going to go over to Haynes. Haynes is going to charge and not going to be able to handle it. Peterson is a 2-out base runner. And courtesy coming. 26 is Dan Leiser will be the courtesy runner. As Hammonton misses out on an opportunity to get out of the inning. Gets him on the swing, and it's Dante Eduardi in the box. Runner goes, that ball's popped foul and back out of play behind the first base dugout. Quickly now, 0-2. Only laughing because little tight quarters back here in Hammonton, so we're missing the BFA 10. So gonna need some Advil for the straining of the eyes to see the screen. At least Ryan Schumacher will. Runner goes, ball's in the dirt, no throw, as Leiser will cruise into second base. Two count to Dante Eduardi, the starting shortstop. Ball's in the dirt. Of course, Eduardi, a senior. 2-way threat. Been one of the leaders on the mound for the Red Raiders. And marker set and fire. Ball's hammered. Goes to short. Gonna have a play as Haynes. And they'll get it to end the inning. So, Evan Taylor starts the party here in Hammonton for the Red Raiders with a solo blast to left. They'll leave one runner aboard. We have ourselves a 1-0 ball game as the Blue Devils come to bat at home next on BFA.
Hi everybody, Bob McCormick, Toyota Vineland, here to bring you today's game. We've partnered with our friends at BFA Sports to bring you a front row seat. When it comes to providing a championship level of service for our customers in all of our departments, that's reflected in the fact that we've won Toyota's President's Award 22 times. It's their most prestigious recognition for a dealership, and it encompasses every department, and we're really proud of the fact that we've won it as many times as we have. Well, it's just about time to play ball, so sit back and enjoy the game.
Bottom of the first as the Blue Devils home, and they're getting ready to bat. We're going to face starting pitcher Matt Pashley. And here is the Hammonton starting lineup. Leading things off to be Matt McAleer. Cole Bagnell is at second and bats second. Drew Haynes bats third. Gavin West is in the hot corner. He bats third. Landon Haynes, the designated hitter. Austin Shoel batting sixth is in left. Drew Fields is at first. He bats seventh. Eric Bartz is the catcher behind the dish. And rounding out the lineup for Hammonton is Paul Kalani, brought to you by Premier Orthopedic Associates. Be sure to visit their 9 locations and check out all the services, including physical therapy, at POASNJ.com. And for the Ocean City Red Raider defensive lineup, powered by Game Changer, in the outfield left to right, it'll be Harrington, Thompson, and Hogue. In the infield, it'll be Taylor, Eduardi, Rapetti. Riley Gunnels is at first. And the battery mate for the starting pitcher, Matt Pashley, is Isaac Peterson. The Red Raiders coached by Mr. Andrew Bristol. So Ocean City jumping off to a 1-0 lead. And they're going to face Matt McAleer. Center fielder batting .375 here in 2023. He's got 7 doubles and 2 triples on the resume. And here is the first pitch from Matt Pashley. Nasty curveball in for a called strike. It just hits the outside corner. Pashley logged 8 1/3 innings this campaign. He's got McAleer on the ropes now, 0-2, sporting a 3.36 ERA. Ball's chopped, going to be foul. Nonchalant move there by the catcher, Isaac Peterson. Peterson in his own right with some really good defensive stuff throughout. Runner in the mainland game, made 2 more outs at home plate. Couple of assists. And there is a called 3rd strike as they get McAleer looking.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Cole Bagnell.
Cole Bagnell is the second baseman, left-handed swinger. Gets comfortable in the box with a .350 batting average. It was a good look at Bagnell. Of course, the Blue Devils wearing a little orange today. There's a hard grounder, goes right at second base to Rapetti. And a 4-3 put out as he gets at the Gunnels. So Bagnell, first pitch swing. Quickly, Ocean City has put 2 outs in the books to back up Matt Pashley. Shortstop, Drew Haynes. Digging in, .304 batting average. Pitch called up and out of the zone. 1-0. With 2 outs, Blue Devils have Gavin West on deck. There's a hard ball hit right back up the middle, and it'll be a 2-out base knock for Drew Haynes. Nice piece of hitting as he went right back up the box.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Gavin West.
Clever walk-up music for the senior Gavin West. West leads the team in hits, runs, and RBI. As we almost hit the quarter mark of the 2023 season. First pitch, nice slider for a called strike from Matt Pashley. Keeping an eye on Drew Haynes now over at first. Good work by one of our BFA rookies today, Alex Jenkins in the house. There's a ball lined towards right. It's going to drop into the corner, get past the right fielder. Hogue coming around is going to be Haynes. Here comes a relay throw. They're going to try to get West at third, and he's in for a stand-up triple. RBI triple for Gavin West as the Blue Devils answer the bell with 2 outs and have tied the ball game on a laser to right. Nice piece of base running with 2 outs by Haynes as he was off and running. And Gavin West, fundamental baseball, hitting behind the runner. It'll be Landon Haynes, the designated hitter. His first pitch taken for a strike. He's got West 90 feet away from taking back a lead here. As settling in is Pashley. Ball misses low. Again, a Cape Atlantic League Division special. Both these teams 1-3 in the division early on. Tied for 5th place. So these next 2 games, paramount to moving up in the standings. And there's a grounder, goes over to the right side. Rapetti's got a glove on it, and he gets it to Gunnels to end the bottom of the 1st, but not before. Gavin West's RBI triple ties the game at 1 as we're headed to the 2nd right here on BFA Sports. Top of the 2nd, Red Raiders come to bat, facing the lefty, Braden Markert. Due up is Harrington, Gunnels, and Larson. Got some big-time hitting in the 1st inning. Of course, Evan Taylor's solo blast put Ocean City on the board at the top of the 1st, 1-0. Only for Gavin West to answer back with a thunderous triple down the right side to tie things up, and that puts us where we're at right now, 1 apiece. And the Rocky soundtrack playing in the background, no easy way out. Wouldn't expect it, not with these 2 division rivals. Left fielder, Noah Harrington, left-handed hitter. Called strike. Takes that one for a ball. It's a unofficially 28-pitch count, courtesy of the Game Changer scoring app for Markert in inning number 1. Here's the 1-1. Ball misses down and away. A little bit of patience from Harrington, leading things off in the 2nd. There's a hard ground there. Goes over to Bagnell. Tries to glove it. Can't get it. And that'll be an E4 to get Harrington aboard. Start the 2nd inning. Riley Gunnels here batting 7th in the order. Curious to see if Coach Andrew Bristol might think about going to the small ball here with Gunnels. Markert gonna stare Harrington back, lefty on lefty. Ball missed outside, it's gonna go. Here comes the throw. It's there, and he got him. Bartz getting it done with Bagnell for the 2-4 putout. Straight up steal. Kind of thought that maybe sacrifice bunt would have been on. Not the case. Catch him stealing. Called strike. We got ourselves an even 1-1 count. They're able to wipe off the base runner to start things here. Inning number 2. Markert stays low and away, gets him to chase. Got him in the hole, 1-2. Evens the count at 2-2. Here comes Markert, the lefty. Gets him to squeeze on the foul tip into the mitt of Bartz for the strikeout. An unorthodox 2 up, 2 down as the designated hitter, Cole Larson, sporting number 1, the sophomore. Should be his first official AB of the season. In a varsity uniform. For Red Raiders fans looking for University of Maryland commit Duke McCarron. Ended up homesick today. So hope Duke is feeling better, because understandably when I was talking to Coach Andrew Bristol earlier, he was not feeling well, to say the least. So rest up and hydrate. And Larson in a bit of a jam. Down 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Marker picking up the tempo. Southpaw looks down his mitt and delivers the Barts. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3rd strikeout of this early afternoon for Braden Markert. They go down in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, nobody left on. It's a 1-1 ball game. Here come the Blue Devils.
Sorry, I can't lower that price. I mean, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
We're dropping prices and payments at RK Chevrolet of Vineland. New Equinox, $239 a month. New Silverados, $359 a month. Plus 0% financing and no payments for 90 days.
You deserve the best.
So come to RK.
And you get RK coverage, no charge.
At RK,
the customer is always
right!
RK Chevrolet of Vineland. Chevrolet, find new roads.
RK does it right. Saw on the commercial. And so does the pitcher for Ocean City. So Matt Pashley with an efficient 12 pitches unofficially on the Game Changer scoring ab in inning number 1. But the big one was a back-breaking triple. Gavin West was able to tie the game as Drew Haynes crossed the plate. Due up this inning, it'll be the left fielder Austin Shoel leading things off from left field, and Fields and Bartz.
Austin Shoel.
Make that Shoel. So Shoel digging in from the right side, apparently a fan of Jay-Z. Pashley's first pitch of the inning, called strike on the corner. The left fielder sporting a .318 batting average here in 2023. Finding himself down 0-2 to Matt Pashley. Pashley, one of the workhorses in the rotation of Ocean City. Able to foul that ball off, and for you fans of BFA sports and Cape Atlantic League action for that matter, our next broadcast will be Friday, the first of 16 games of the weekend that we will be live streaming exclusively on Game Changer. It's the Coaches versus Cancer Classic down at Mainland. The event starts things off 4 o'clock on Friday as Atlantic City and Bridgeton square off, followed by Highland and Mainland. There's a ball hit hard left field, going back into the gap, and that's going to be a double to lead things off for Shoel. Make himself comfortable at second base. So the Hammonton bats have sparked last couple of batters.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Drew Fields.
Again, Coaches versus Cancer. All 16 games will be on BFA Sports, so be sure to check us out. Download the Game Changer app. Of home NOA streams, real-time box scores, player highlights, player clips, video, and more. Only on Game Changer. Drew Fields fights off the first pitch. Pops somehow over the backstop. That was kind of weird. Second pitch from Pashley evens the count at 1-1. Fields takes that one all the way in. So an efficient 12-pitch inning in the first for Pashley. It's already leaning up against that, as Scholl is able to work the count for that double. And now 3-1 to Fields. This will be the 11th pitch of the inning. Favorable 3-1 count to the 7-hitter. And he hits one right side, line drive. Gonna drop in for a base hit. We'll have runners at the corners. Nice piece of hitting there by Drew Fields.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Eric Bartz.
The catcher, Eric Bartz, come to the plate from the left side. Nobody out. .312 batting average thus far. He'd like nothing better. Put an RBI or two on the stat sheet here. First pitch from Matt Pashley, taken for a ball. Bart's showing off the cannon, the top of the frame. Eliminating a would-be base stealer in Noah Harrington. And he hits a hard ball, goes right through the right side. It will be an RBI. And runners at first and second as the Blue Devils take the lead. We have a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Blue Devils, Paul Kalani.
Paul Kalani comes aboard. Jackson Miller wears number 11. He'll be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Bartz. Still nobody out as the senior right fielder goes to work. Kalani limited 15 at-bats so far in 2023, but he's got a .600 batting average and 2 doubles. Turns the bunt. Called strike. Perhaps Coach Greg Silvesti looking to sacrifice an out to move 2 runners in the scoring position here. Fields at second. Miller at first. Takes the second offering from Pashley. Even the count 1-1. Pashley lifts and fires. Can't get him to chase the outside pitch. 2-1. Good crowd on hand today in Hammonton. Again on the Fight Like Frankie Classic Day, the 3rd annual. Frankie Lasasso throwing out the first pitch. Just about a week removed from receiving his last chemotherapy treatment. Now 3-1. Frankie got opportunity to ring the bell at Citizens Bank Park. The Philly fanatic and seemed like 30-some thousand of his closest friends. And he was here today to throw out at the first pitch. There's a called strike. And he's been busy because he also retrieved that solo home run ball for Ocean City's Evan Taylor back in the first. And now full count to the senior Paul Kalani. Time is called and granted. Pashley, runners at first and second. Looks to his catcher, Peterson. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4. And Hammonton with a big opportunity early in this one.
Now batting for the Hammonton
Bases
Blue
loaded, nobody out. They get back to the top of the lineup. And it's a formidable senior in the center fielder, Matt McAleer. I thank all those out there watching and in support of Frankie Lasasso. Entire Hammonton and Ocean City community is uniting. Again, if you don't know some of the backstory there, young Frankie, 800 plus days battle against leukemia. Just got his last treatment. And his father, Frank, is on the Ocean City coaching staff. Of course, right now, pitching coach Ed Terry out on the mound trying to talk over some defense with the squad. And the Lasasso family being fine citizens and well-respected in the Hammonton community has brought both of these programs, schools, teams together for a great day that we always circle on our calendar each and every season. So thanks for joining us. And if you happen to be here, be sure to partake, because any monies that are raised are going to go to a Fight Leukemia Fund. All right, back to live action. McAleer takes the first pitch. It's in the dirt, 1-0. McAleer struck out looking to Pashley back in the first. There's a ball hit hard. It's going to be right into the shortstop's mitt. Going to get a force out at second, but that'll do it. So heads up play by Dante Eduardi, but it will plate a run.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Cole Bagnell.
Drew Field scores. Miller, the courtesy runner for Bart's, moves into third. And with one out, the second baseman, Cole Bagnell. Chance to add to the lead. Pashley fires again. Runner goes to the open bag. Called strike. No throw as McAleer moves into second. The defensive indifference. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Open bag over at first. Again, it's Miller at third. And a 1-1 count to Cole Bagnell. 1-2. Got to give Pashley credit. He has worked ahead quite a few of these early counts. But then again, more credit to the Blue Devil offense. Hitting the baseball well, despite being down in the count. There's another line drive over the center fielder's head. It's going to drop in. It'll score 1. Rounding third and headed for home will be McAleer. So a 2 RBI single for Bagnell.
Blue Devils, Drew Haynes.
Now a 5-1 contest as the shortstop Drew Haynes comes to bat. He singled, scored a run back in inning number 1. Takes pitch number 1 for a called strike. Haynes with a double and a triple thus far 2023. Go along with that .304 batting average. Pashley's pitch misses inside. Got a little bit of action down in the Red Raider bullpen. as the Blue Devils headed through the order a second time. We're only in inning number 2. Perhaps head coach Andrew Bristol and his coaching staff thinking about changing things up. Pashley's done a good job all year long, trying to be a workhorse and fill that zone with strikes. And again, he's done a good job for the most part, working ahead. There he checks back the runner. They say he didn't get him. That was close. Big target over at first in Riley Gunnels. Pashley thought he had Bagnell leaning. Now 2-1. Kicks, delivers. There goes the runner. Ball's in the dirt. No play for Peterson. And the Red Raiders reeling a bit with 1 out here in inning number 2. Bagnell now just 180 feet away from adding another run. Haynes now 3-1. Pashley fires again. Breaking pitch. Called strike. Almost crossed up his catcher Peterson as he went to go up a bit early, but a nice call by the umpire. Definitely a strike. Now the full count. Delivery for Pashley. Swing and a miss. Got him on the foul tip squeeze. Out number 2, second strikeout of the game
Gavin West.
for Matt Pashley. Gavin West tripled in the inning, inning number 1, start this game with the RBI. Put the first run of the game on the board for Hammonton. It was an 0-1 count when he hit the laser to right in the last inning. This time finds himself ahead, 1-0. Ball goes outside, now 2-0. Timeout is called. It could be a good time. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out our friends at RK Auto Group, RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru, rkautogroup.com. New and certified pre-owned inventory. Short drive up to Vineland. There's my good friend, Kevin, likes to say, Vineland. 2-1 count now to West. 2-2 is the call. Gavin West, a little selective. Good approach here at the plate. Looking to add to his 10 RBI total of 2023. Breaking pitch, got left upstairs. Now full count. Pashley's got good late movement on his curveball. Ball in the dirt. He'll get the free trip to first. I don't think he can deduct that mileage though. It's only 90 feet. Of course, on the eve of tax day, we haven't done that yet. Might want to jump on it. Of course, until 11:59 tomorrow, postmark those envelopes. Landon Haynes. Looking to add to the assets of this Hammonton lineup as they've now batted around. He's the 9th batter to face Matt Pashley this inning. Of course, 2 outs on the board. Swings through that one, even the count at 1-1. Ball fades inside. 2-1. Haynes grounded out to Rapetti at second. Last inning, checks the runner at second. Not in time. Second baseman Cole Bagnell is at second. Gavin West over at first. Designated hitter, Landon Haynes with 2 outs. Swings a chopper over to third, gonna glove it as Taylor. Goes across to the first base side, can't get the play, and that's gonna score yet another run. So the defensive woes
Now batting
coming
for the
to
Hammonton Blue Devils,
harm the Red Raiders here in inning number 2. Bagnell scores. West moves his way into third. Haynes reaches on the error with 2 outs, runners at the corners. And that'll bring up the man who started this frame, Austin Scholl.
Let's go, Austin. Drive the ball.
Grounder to Eduardi. Eduardi tries to go for the put out, and they throw the ball away. Runners will be safe all around, and another will score. So West played another run.
now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Drew Fields.
So now runners at first and second.
Let's go, Stoy.
And Drew Fields. Takes ball number one. Fields singled and scored a run back in the second inning. Now it has become a 7-1 contest.
Let's go, Stoy. Good time to hit, Drew. Stay hot, Drew. I'm bait. What time's your date? 5:30.
For those of you who joined us a little bit late, lucky for us, the Game Changer iPad is fully charged because there's been a lot of scoring to be done on this frame. Get a chance between innings coming back, show you the Game Changer game summary perhaps. There's ball number 4 to Drew Fields, 4 straight pitch walk. And
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue
Red
Devils,
Raiders trying
Austin Scholl.
to get themselves out of the inning, and when the coaching staff has to empty their pockets of the Evo Shield guards and wristbands and batting gloves, you know that it's been a long inning for and a productive one, especially for a first baseman coach. The 12th batter of the inning is the catcher, Eric Bartz. Bartz fouls the first pitch off. Had the RBI single in inning number 2. Of course, Bartz, right-handed thrower, left-handed swinger. Bartz hits one hard over to first. Gunnels will funnel it and end the inning. But it was a long one of defense for Ocean City as 6 runs put on the board by Hammonton. They'll take this lead 7-1 as we head to the third here on BFA Sports. All right, Ocean City trying to lick the wounds a little bit as they come to bat. Ended up being unofficially a 49-pitch inning for the pitcher Matt Pashley, and that's unfortunate as a couple Red Raider defensive miscues that stretched that inning for him. He only threw 12 pitches in inning number 1, so unofficially it was 61. Had some action in the bullpen. Be curious to see what Coach Andrew Bristol decides to do. But as we head to the third, Red Raiders will come to bat. It'll be Rapetti, Hogue, and Thompson due up. They're going to face Braden Markert. Throw down from Bartz. Set the stage. Sean Rapetti, second baseman, first at bat of the day, comes in the third. He comes to plate with a season batting average of .294. Hits that one hard, and that's going to go lined out towards center field. Not going to be able to get it is McAleer. He's already at 2, thought about 3, but he'll hold up. Start things off with a double for Rapetti. Had to go a long way with McAleer. That ball just seemed to keep moving away from him. All right, so back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Hogue. Doing a little bit of a uni switch on us. Usually wears 9. Got 16 today. First pitch is a called ball. Checks the runner back at second, on time. Still a 1-ball count to the leadoff hitter, Hogue. Take that one for called strike, evens the count at 1-1. Belts the ball towards short. Could it be a double play? Nice work by Haynes as he kept his cool and gave Bagnell time to get to the bag. Well hit ball by Hogue. Flashes the leather and not much you can do. So a 6-4 line out double play. Colin Thompson struck out looking back in the first. Lefty on lefty. Takes ball number 1. Now 2-0. Count. As Thompson has taken all 3 pitches thus far from Markert in this at bat. That ball is hit high out towards left field, fading towards the line, and it'll drop foul. So Markert done a nice job working all the way back. So full count. Markert goes back to work. There's a chopper, goes towards the shortstop. Here comes Haynes, fires over to first, and they'll get another unorthodox finish. 1, 2, 3 down in order. So no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. 7-1 as the Blue Devils come to bat, bottom of the 3rd. Next on BFA. 7-1 as the Hammonton Blue Devils come to bat on Fight Like Frankie Classic Day. It's quite the display of horsepower from the Hammonton Blue Devils, and if you happen to be in the market for a new or certified truck perhaps, well, got a couple places you can check it out. RK Chevrolet and Toyota of Vineland, both dealerships located right on Delsea Drive in Vineland, 650, 700 North Delsea Drive, doesn't matter. You can check out your Chevy inventory on myrkchevy.com, and of course Toyota, if you're a Tundra guy or gal, you can check that out at toyotaofvineland.com. Be sure to tell them BFA sent you. Of course, the inventory on the lot is filling up. Got some really nice vehicles. Of course, I drove the RK Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD to the game, as always. To date, my favorite vehicle. Although my wife might counter and say she enjoys her Chevrolet Tahoe just a tad more. I don't know. It's a coin flip. Both in the Summit White color, nonetheless. All right, so we're going to get things started here in the 3rd. Blue Devils trying to continue their tear offensively. Kalani, McAleer, Bagnell. And Kalani wastes no time, chops it to Eduardi, and Eduardi gets it to Gunnels for the 6-3 putout.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Matt McAleer.
Back to the top of the order as Matt McAleer comes aboard. McAleer 0 for 2, but he did score a run. Struck out, batted into a fielder's choice. First pitch taken for a ball. Now 2-0. There's a ball lined towards the shortstop and not going to be able to handle it is Eduardi.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Cole Bagnell.
Second baseman Cole Bagnell. Comes in 1 for 2. In the 2 RBI single and scored a run last inning. Squares the bunt. He's going to drop it to sacrifice the runner. Tough to handle. And everybody's going to be safe. New pitcher on the hill, mind you, is number 26. That is Lizer.
Blue Devils, Drew Haynes.
So now runners at first and second with 1 out. Drew Haynes, 1 for 2 today. Runs scored, singled back in the first. Called strike to Lizer, from Lizer. Now, with 1 strike, Haynes asks for timeout. It's a well-hit ball. Goes straight to the center fielder, and everybody else will have to retreat back to the bag. So Thompson able to make an really nice defensive play as he goes to the ground on the catch. Look at that leather. Little web gem for Thompson. And now 2 outs as Gavin West comes to bat with 2 runners aboard. First pitch to West, taken for a called strike. Worked to a full count walk and scored a run back in inning number 2. Ball's down in the dirt. Good block by Peterson. Evens things at 1-1. Again, 7-1 ball game. Just tuning in. All batters came to the plate for Hammonton in inning number 2. Big spark by Gavin West. Back in the first. Then Austin Scholl, who's in the hole right now, sparked this thing for the Blue Devils with a double back in the second. Runners go. West puts a good barrel on it. Ball's going back to the right field corner. That ball is off the bottom of the fence, and West could have his second triple of the day, and he will. That one went to right center. I lost it a bit behind the screen, but my oh my. Nice piece of hitting today by Gavin West. Crushed that one in the gap. More importantly, another 2 RBIs. Good block by Peterson. West being aggressive, and he'll run him back. Now a 9-1 game. Let's look at the sophomore. Gets him on the swing, evens things at 1-1. Haynes is grounded out to second, reached on an error. Ball is chopped foul. And now the 1-2 pitch from Lizer. That ball chopped to short, goes right through the wickets of Eduardi. So good effort by the shortstop, but not able to smother it.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Austin Scholl.
2 outs as Austin Scholl. Scholl got 2 at-bats in the last frame. Doubled and reached on an error as he takes pitch number 1 for a strike. Able to hold off on that one, now 2-1.
Hey, be picky, right? Don't miss it.
And that'll be ball 4. So Scholl heads to first base.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Drew Field.
Haynes moves up to second. Got ourselves a 10-1 game.
Let's go, Stoy. Come on, Drewby. Stay hot.
First pitch to Drew Fields, in for a called strike. Fields 1 for 1. Singled in the second, scored a run, and walked back in inning number, actually both his at-bats were in inning number 2. Now 1-1. Again, busy week for both these clubs. Bounce back game tomorrow as they'll face off in Ocean City, 6th and Bay. And then we'll see both these squads in the Coaches versus Cancer Classic coming up at Mainland Regional High School this weekend. A little bit of a family affair. There's another Ocean City assistant, this time Ed Terry. He'll do battle against his son Vince. He's a coach of Springford, Pennsylvania, and what we dub the Shuby Special of the weekend, Pennsylvania versus New Jersey. Now 1-2 to Drew Fields. And he finds some real estate, busts out the 7-iron, drops it in. It's going to score 1 run, perhaps 2. No, they will hold at third. So an RBI single for Fields. And this is an 11-1 contest. Landon Haynes across the plate.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Eric Barth.
So Scholl's at third. Fields makes his way to second on the throw. as the catcher Eric Bartz also had 2 at-bats last inning. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. Got aggressive there, perhaps looking to hit his teammate Scholl across the plate. So I'm hiding now behind the water tower here at Hammonton High. Our producer Ryan Schumacher can at least see some of his screens for the next 5 minutes. (0-2) delivery to Bartz from Lizer. Grounder hit over to Rapetti. He gathers, fires, and ends the frame, but not before the Blue Devils are able to put 4 more on the board, stretch this one out 11-1. Red Raiders try to regroup. We come back on BFA Sports.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
11-1 is the start, the 4th frame at the Fight Like Frankie Classic. Again, the 3rd annual Fight Like Frankie Classic, honoring Frankie Lasasso, who just finished his hope to be last bout of chemotherapy as he battles leukemia. He joined us very late throughout the first pitch and was ringing the bell to celebrate at Citizens Bank Park last week with the Fighting Phillies. Be sure to rewind on the BFA live stream. You can see the video and all the pregame ceremonies. Take a look there. Frankie getting it done as always. He's been a busy cat here today. He's chasing down home run balls, enjoying the festivities with a lot of his friends and teammates, the local Hammonton Little League. So be sure to check out Frankie at a field near you. And the hometown Blue Devils, well, they brought the bats and have put the ball in play quite a bit. There's a Braden Markert, southpaw, takes the hill again in the 4th. He's retired the last 7 batters he's faced in order. Due up this inning for Ocean City, it'll be Evan Taylor, Peterson, and Eduardi. Evan Taylor, solo home run back in inning number 1. It's the first pitch offering for a ball.
Good pitch, B-Mark.
2-0 to Evan Taylor, the sophomore. Good pitch selection there as he takes that offering from Markert. That ball chopped over to the shortstop Haynes, and he can't handle it. Ocean City with a runner aboard to start things off in the 4th as the catcher, Isaac Peterson, tries to ignite this Ocean City offense. He reached on an error back in the 1st. Markert fires outside for a ball. Taylor's got a lot of speed over at first base. Interesting to see if they send him to second to try to get the dugout fired up. Ball's in the dirt. It's going to get by Bartz. Taylor will sail into second on the wild pitch. Now 2-0. It's for the first time, just the second time actually in the ball game that Ocean City has had a runner in scoring position. Ball's lifted way out to left field, sailing back to the wall, and it is off the fence. So the catcher gonna have a stand-up double and an RBI. Some of the balls are getting up into the jet stream on the left center, and they are carrying today. And initially, Lizer was the courtesy runner. He's in the pitch. So they're going to leave him out there, I guess. Nope.
What are we doing here? Yes, no, yes, maybe.
Yeah, that's what they're talking it over with Coach Andrew Bristol, because he's just talking about the fact that his pitcher had entered the game who was the courtesy runner. So they're going to go with number 5. That's Wade Stetzer. All right, so the RBI double for Peterson. Scores Taylor. Got ourselves an 11-2 game as the senior shortstop Dante Eduardi. Perhaps trying to get a rally going for Ocean City. He faces Markert. Takes first pitch. Down low. 1-0 is the count. There's a good look high atop the dugout. Runner in scoring position. There's a ball hit hard. What leather by West. Not gonna get him. So an infield single, but an outstanding play. See it here on the Game Changer instant replay. West was able to get it there, but unable to connect with Fields. Runners now at first and second. Stetzer had to hold tight as West was moving to his left when he caught it. There's Harrington, pops it up to West, and that's an infield fly. Batter is out. So 1 away. Riley Gunnels, first baseman. 0 for 1, struck out back in the second. At 51 pitches unofficially starting this frame for Markert as he swings at pitch number 1. This will be unofficially pitch number 63 according to the Game Changer scoring app. Now 1-1. One out, runners at first and second. Here comes Markert. Gunnels fouls that off first base side out of play. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 outs. That's designated hitter Cole Larson. Sophomore, 0 for 1. Struck out back in the second. And Larson, line drive to right center. That'll score 1. Here comes Stetzer. And Ocean City trying to answer back. Heads up base running by the youngster Wade Stetzer. Eduardi at second, Larson now at first. Got ourselves an 11-3 ball game. Sean Rapetti doubled back in the third. Pops one up, foul out of play.
I'm now two. 8-2. Job in here too. Here we go, Sean. 8-2. Hey, now two. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean.
Cold strike, 0-2. 2 outs. This is pitch number 18 of the inning for Braden Markert. Parts moved way outside before the windup on that one. Missed his target. It's the 1-2 pitch from Markert. That ball finds its way through the middle. They're going to score 1. RBI single for Rapetti. Runners now at first and second. Larson is at second. Rapetti. Now at first, top of the order for Jack Hogue, the 8th batter of the frame. Ball just gets away from the catcher Bartz, and now you got runners at second and third. This is turning into quite the slugfest. 11-4.
1-6. Hey, now 1-6.
Perhaps the Red Raiders create an extension of their own in this game as they were on the ropes, 11-1.
Go now.
Of course, if you're not finished up with those taxes, you're going to have to get that extension after tomorrow. Grounder first base side, and that's going to find just enough real estate to get through and score another run. So an infield single and RBI for Hogue. Runners at the corners for Ocean City, and timeout is called. Coach Greg Silvestri going to want to talk things over, but now runners at the corners. So 4 runs in the frame here in the 4th. Of course, we're only 3 days removed from Cage Fury Fighting Championships 119. That's going to be down in Tampa, Florida. You can check that out on the Cage Fury Fighting Championships YouTube channel for the prelims. And, of course, UFC Fight Pass. Thanks to our friends at Cage Fury Championships. For more ticket information, check them out. They're coming to the Hard Rock Atlantic City, June. Be sure to get your tickets now. You can visit them at cffc.tv for more information. Colin Thompson now, the 9th batter of this inning. Ball gets away, and here comes the runner. Tosses back home, not going to get him. So Rapetti scores from third on the wild pitch. Hogue moves up to second base. And with a 1-0 count and another runner in scoring position, Ocean City has closed the gap. It's now 11-6. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Colin Thompson. Check the runner at second, not in time. Hogue will get back in, standing up, no problem. That ball fouled out of play. Evens the count out, 1-1. Let's go. All right. Chops and foul again. All right, now 1-2 count. One runner aboard. It's Hogue at second for Colin Thompson as he faces Braden Markert. Fouls it off again. A good battle between the center fielder of Ocean City and the starting pitcher. A little bit of a long inning now for Markert. He had 51 pitches coming into this frame. You've got to think this will probably be his last today. Hangs the ball, hits it hard, left center field going back, and it's going to be over the head of Scholl. 1 run will score. A stand-up double as Hogue crosses the plate. It's Colin Thompson. Now 11-7. (7-11) is the score. And this announcer should have thought about maybe making a stop at a 7-Eleven for some candy or sunflower seeds, because this one's just become entertaining. Trying to get eyes on the bullpen for Hammonton, but doesn't appear to perhaps be anybody. They're going to stick it out with Markert.
We got 2. Hey guys, guys gotta kick back in. Hey guys, not everyone but stay out away from here, please. Thank you.
So this should be pitch number 79 unofficially on the Game Changer scoring app, as they've now batted around. Petty. The RBI singled a run scored to start this frame. Takes ball number 1. Markert winds and fires. Breaking pitch. Called strike, hits the ground, gets away from Bart. And now Thompson into third. 2-0 count for Rapetti. Leadoff hitter. I stand corrected. I haven't lost my spot on the on my sheet here, kids. This is Evan Taylor. Two-0 count to Taylor. That ball misses up. 3-0. Now 3-0 count to Taylor. There's a hard hit ball by Taylor straight to dead center field going back. And making the play is McAleer. But what an inning for Ocean City. And this has become a heavyweight slugfest. They're able to answer back with 6 runs of their own. And now Hammonton will go to bat, leading just by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Sorry, I can't lower that price. I mean, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
We're dropping prices and payments at RK Chevrolet of Vineland. New Equinox, $239 a month. New Silverados, $359 a month. Plus 0% financing and no payments for 90 days.
You deserve the best. So come to RK.
And you get RK coverage, no charge.
At RK,
the customer is always
right.
RK Chevrolet of Vineland. Chevrolet, find new roads.
So this has been quite the turn of events as Hammonton was out in front 11-1 heading into the top of the 4th, and after the Red Raiders able to answer back with 6 of their own, we got ourselves a 11-7 contest. Liza returns on the hill for Ocean City, came on in the last frame. He will face off against Kalani, McAleer, and Bagnell. 2 up. Kalani, 0 for 1, grounded out to short and walked thus far in this contest. Inning sponsored by our friends at Toyota of Vineland. Bob McCormick and his championship caliber team waiting to serve you in the market for a new or certified pre-owned Toyota or any other family of vehicles. You can check them out at toyotavineland.com. First pitch from Liza, in for a called strike to Paul Kalani. Tip squeeze, called strike 2. Now 0-2. Kalani connects with 1 over to Eduardi. He fires the first, and he's got it to Gunnels for the 6-3 putout.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Matt McAleer.
The center fielder and leadoff hitter, Matt McAleer. Was 0 for 3 today, but he has scored 2 runs. And got a meeting of the minds out on the hill as Coach Andrew Bristol is going to switch things up and go to a new arm. So Lions are able to get a straight up change what you hear from the home plate umpire. It'll be number 19, Travis Large. Be the new pitcher. So Large in relief back in first game against Echover Township, I believe. Large coming in relief, sophomore. Lengthy 6'2", so it's time for the Premier Orthopedics pitching change. 9 locations to serve you throughout South Jersey. Dr. Dwyer and his team have you covered from discovery to recovery. So whether you're an active athlete or you're just suffering from that agonizing early morning knee or back pain, don't wait. Make the call to Premier Orthopedic, 856-690-1616. Now with their newest location in Mays Landing, they even offer physical therapy. Thanks to Dr. Dwyer and his team, the official orthopedic providers of care here on BFA Sports. All right, so it looks like we're ready to go.
All right, guys, we're good to go.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Matt McAleer.
And Matt McAleer finally gets a chance to climb aboard. Red Raiders perhaps looking to give this crew a different look as Hammonton about to go through the batting order for the 4th time this afternoon. First pitch swing, high, foul territory, working over his lizer, and he's able to hang on. So he popped out the foul territory, and with 2 outs, Cole Bagnell. Ready to dig in. Give credit to the Red Raiders. They decided they're going to tough this one out, try to climb back into this ball game. And a big move would be to put the Blue Devils down in order here in the 4th. Bagnell has been hot, 2 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 runs scored, 2 RBI. Reached back in the 3rd on a bunt single. So it would be a sacrifice bunt, but he found the Bermuda Triangle on the 3rd base side and was able to climb aboard. Here's the 1-1 from Large. And the 1-1. Make that 2-2. Paints the corner away from the left-handed swinging Cole Bagnell. You can hear the Hammonton faithful happy about the call. They didn't complain about that one, though. It's full count. 3-2. The 2 out. Full count pitch. Travis Large. Bagnell asking for time. Looking for more footing. Hard hit ball right to Rapetti at second. And 3 up, 3 down. Just what Ocean City needed after a long frame of a few. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We have ourselves a 7-11 contest as Ocean City tries to continue their rally here on BFA Sports.
Hi everybody, Bob McCormick, Toyota Vineland, here to bring you today's game. We've partnered with our friends at BFA Sports to bring you a front row seat. When it comes to providing a championship level of service for our customers in all of our departments, that's reflected in the fact that we've won Toyota's President's Award 22 times. It's their most prestigious recognition for a dealership, and it encompasses every department, and we're really proud of the fact that we've won it as many times as we have. Well, it's just about time to play ball, so sit back and enjoy the game.
Well, we have a new pitcher on the hill for the Blue Devils of Hammonton. And that's going to be number 11, Jackson Miller. So Miller will come in relief of Markert. As of now, Markert in a position to earn the win, but Ocean City trying to have their say about it. Here is the sophomore. A little bit of a different look for Ocean City as Markert throws from the left, Miller now from the right. And the first 3 batters he is due to face this frame. It's Peterson, Edwardi, and Harrington. As Coach Andrew Bristol makes his way to the coach's box on the third base side.
Last call for any raffle tickets on the right field line down by the bus. If anybody wants to buy any raffle tickets, last call for the raffle tickets.
So last call for the raffle tickets for those here on site. Isaac Peterson, RBI double and a run scored back in the 4th. Hammonton going to their bullpen to give Ocean City a different look, very similar to the way that Ocean City head coach Andrew Bristol decided to make a switch in his last frame. First pitch is up, misses away, and Ocean City has come to life in the dugout. Big swing and a miss. First batter, Jackson Miller now faces. He's working on with a 1-1 count. Chopper foul, puts him in the hole 1-2. And away they go, 1-2. Now 2-2. Well hit ball goes laser to the third base side. Peterson stays hot, 2 for 3 on the afternoon as Dante Edwardi will come to the plate. scored a run and reached on an error back in the 4th. It'll be Dante Eduardi. Eduardi, hard pass to the ball, but it's foul, right side. Again, Miller checking the runner. Ball in the dirt, good block by Bart. Wade Stetzer is the courtesy runner over at first. Stetzer with some heads-up base running back in the 4th. Played it a run. Nobody out. Miller. This is low. 2-1 now to Eduardi. Called strike. He was the count at 2-2. Shortstop Senior has worked his way into a full count. See if Stetzer going to be aggressive here over at first. Ball 4. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for Noah Harrington. Harrington is reaching on an error, popped out to the third baseman. 0 for 2 today's contest. And a hard hit ball. It's going to be a single into the gap. 1 run will score. Here comes Stetzer around third. Checking back will be Eduardi. And Ocean City has closed the gap to 3. Nice piece of hitting as Harrington pushed it the other way. So runners at first and second for Riley Gunnels. Gunnels a big defensive target for Ocean City. Slow start with the bat here in 2023. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. He's going to square to bunt. Sacrifice variety. Gets the job done and pushes 2 runners 90 feet closer. So nice execution there by Gunnels. As 1 out, and Cole Larson steps to the plate. 1 for 2, RBI single and a run scored. Back in the 4th. Larson represents the tying run. Hard to believe as Hammonton was ahead 11-1. First pitch misses for a ball. Jackson Miller. For those of you that tuned in, tuned out, and now welcome back. This game has been entertaining. Call, strike. And Larson in a bit of a hole, down 1-2. Sean Petty is on deck. Miller settles, fires, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice job by the Hammonton sophomore in Miller. 2 outs. Sean Petty now representing the tying run. Edwardi at third. Harrington is at second. Would expect Edwardi with some good speed to be aggressive on the bases should one get loose here. Breaking pitch misses away. Good 12-6 curveball by Miller. He's got good late life. Goes through the zone. Miller looks again. Fires the boards. That curveball hits for a strike. 1-1. Hammonton trying to avoid a bit of a crisis. The Red Raiders trying to climb out of an unfathomable 10-run deficit. Pitcher and catcher are going to call a quick timeout, talk things over. Just want to make sure they're on the same page with the signs, it would appear. Petty going down to Coach Andrew Bristol, who with 2 outs can only imagine he's telling him that he wants to be sure that he's getting the pitch that he wanted. Home plate umpire and the Ocean City coaching staff exchange some words. Fires again. There's a chopper. Goes right to the shortstop. It's Haynes. And he's over across the diamond to get the Blue Devils out of the jam on the 6-3 put out. Ocean City answers back. 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2 aboard. 11-8. As Hammonton comes to bat. Bottom of the 5th.
Sorry, I can't lower that price. I mean, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
We're dropping prices and payments at RK Chevrolet of Vineland. New Equinox, $239 a month. New Silverados, $359 a month. Plus 0% financing and no payments for 90 days.
You deserve the best. So come to RK.
And you get RK coverage, no charge.
At RK,
the customer is always
right!
RK Chevrolet of Vineland. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Well, you can take a look and check your scorebook. You're going to need a lot of pencils. Or if you're on the Game Changer app, you're going to have to stretch that index finger because runs, hits, errors, pitches, we got it all. Scorebooks are full today. Talk about penciling great deals. Thanks to our friends at RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru. Got a couple of MMA fighters, Cage Fury champions, and Sean Brady and Joe Pfeiffer, both now also professionals at the UFC level. Well, they both started with Cage Fury Fighting Championships, so be sure to check them out on Thursday, live from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tampa, Florida. You don't have to be there. You can just jump online. Prelims. They'll start on YouTube, probably around 6 p.m. And then for the main card, well, check out UFC Fight Pass. Again, Cage Fury Fighting Championships 119.
For the Hammonton Blue Devils, Drew Haynes.
Got ourselves quite the entertaining contest. It's going to be Drew Haynes, Gavin West, and Landon Haynes due up to face Travis Large, relief pitcher. Start things in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch misses for a ball. Drew Haynes, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Singled and scored a run back in the 1st. Lined out to dead center field on a well-hit ball in his last at-bat. He's ahead 2-0. For Hammonton, trying to get some insurance. Now 3-0. Pretty clear that Haynes has a leadoff batter approach here in this frame, trying to get a runner aboard. Large takes the free pitch for a strike. Wind now seems to be blowing out towards right center field. Haynes now. He's ahead 3-0. But now Large has battled back to make it a full count. Here is the 3-2 pitch. And that is a ball 4.
Blue Devils, Gavin West.
A little bit of confusion. Thought we were playing charades there for a second. I even, as the announcer, had to figure out what's going on. So, Gavin West, the senior third baseman, 2 triples, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. It is quite the game from Mr. West. But already with a 3-run deficit, not thinking there'd be an opportunity to try to pitch around him if you're Ocean City right now. Landon Haynes is on deck. He singled and scored a run in his last at-bat. Peterson thought about the snap throw to first. Thought more of it. It's now 1-1. Checks the runner at first. Haynes will dirty up the jersey. But no arm, no foul. The 1-1 delivery from Large. That ball fouled and got a piece of the home plate umpire. Knocked his mask straight off. See it here on the game changer instant replay. We'll slow that down. See this mask kind of look like it explodes. Bang. Woo. Steady hand of our intern Casper T. Rypod capturing all the action. But they're going to take a quick couple of coaches checking out the home plate umpire. West gives him some time. Always like the unwritten kind of etiquette of the game. Everybody on board with that. The umpire took a tough one. There goes West. Fouls it third base side. Out of play. Still a 1-2 count. This will be the 5th pitch of the at-bat to Gavin West. Large fires again. Called third strike, and he gets West on the corner. A big out for Travis Large.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Landon Haynes.
With 1 out, the designated hitter, Landon Haynes. 1 for 3 today. Singled and scored that run in his last at bat. Still have Drew Haynes over at first. He's going to be held on by Riley Gunnels. Runner goes. Here comes the throw from Peterson. It's down. It's on the mark, but it's not in time. Stolen base for Haynes. So 1 ball. Big spot for Hammonton. Potentially takes that textbook double play off the board at least. One ball to the batter, Landon Haynes. Again, these two teams will play each other right away again tomorrow. 4 o'clock in Ocean City. Both teams with identical records coming into this one at 3-4. 2-4 in conference, 1-3 in the division. Oh, that ball came up and in and got a piece of Haynes. And he'll go to first with the hit by pitch. And could be a painful replay. Game changer, instant replay. Yeah, right between the numbers. And pitching coach Ed Terry gonna take a visit out to the mound, talk things over with the Ocean City pitcher and the defense. Ocean City down 11-1. Been able to rally. Hammonton, however, in a position to answer back, stretch their lead. So for Hammonton, it was 1 run in the first. You can see it on the game changer summary. 1 in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the third, and a scoreless fourth has kept this one tight as Austin Scholl comes to bat. Scholl 1 for 2 with a double run scored and a walk. He also reached on an error. 2 runners aboard. Prime opportunity for Hammonton. Put some distance between them and Ocean City. Ball misses away. 2-1. Called strike. Sun begins to fade here in Hammonton. For you local baseball fans, that ball is sky high, working over for the infield fly. It's going to be Rapetti. He'll put it on there anyway. So now 2 outs, and again for local baseball fans, this will be the only local game you'll see on TV today, as the Phillies are not playing tonight because in Chicago they claim that it's too cold and too windy. So there's flurries earlier today. But if you're planning on headed to this bounce back contest tomorrow at 4 p.m. in Ocean City, you might want to dress warm, because I'm told that it's about 20 degrees warmer here in Hammonton than it is on the coast today, according to the Ocean City coaching staff before this game started. Of course, meteorologist Kevin Walls is at the Weather Center out there in Galloway, giving us the update for tomorrow. Appreciate him always being right on the spot to give us the latest weather forecast and conditions, because our other buddy, Nor'easter Nick, is on vacation. It'll be 1-1 to Drew Fields. Fields, 2 for 2 with a walk, RBI, and a run scored. Big spot for the senior. Started this game at first base. And here's the 1-1 delivery with 2 outs. And now in the hole. There's a call, 3rd strike. A huge spot for Travis Large. Is able to slam the door, records 2 Ks in the frame. So no runs, no hits. They leave 2 aboard. The Red Raiders going to break the huddle as they come to bat in the top of the 6th, down 3. More baseball to come here on BFA Sports.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Top of the 6th, and it's time for a Premier Orthopedic Associates pitching change brought to you by our friends at Premier Orthopedic Group. Dr. Dwyer and his team, 9 locations to serve you throughout South Jersey. A next day appointment is just a few clicks away, POASNJ.com, or text them on the BFA hotline, 856-690-1616. From discovery to recovery and now even physical therapy, get the premier treatment, the premier difference at Premier Orthopedics. So, Sean Konopka is the new pitcher for Hammonton. The senior comes in with the Blue Devils clinging to a 3-run lead after being up 11-1. For the Ocean City Red Raiders, back in the first, it was a solo blast courtesy of Evan Taylor that got the scoring started. Hammonton answered back with an RBI triple from Gavin West. They then tacked 6 on in the second to make it a 7-1 contest. Added 4 more in the third, thanks to a 2 RBI triple from Gavin West. Well, it was 11-1, and then rallying back with a fierce authority were the Red Raiders in the fourth when they added 6 of their own. RBI double from the catcher Isaac Peterson and an RBI single from Jack Hogue, Cole Larson, and Sean Rapetti. Got us to where we're at here. So with the new pitcher, the Red Raiders looking to send. Top of the lineup to the plate, it'll be Hogue, Thompson, and Taylor. And I know for some of these players, maybe haven't gotten just a bit of varsity time just yet. The way this game wanes on, some of them might be a little bit late for their game tonight. Perhaps one of those Atlantic Shore games, coached by our good friend Mike Gill from 97.3 ESPN. He'll be on the call on Friday night's game as the Tartans of Highland take on his Mainland Mustangs, 7 p.m. right here on BFA Live Sports. But sorry, Coach Gill, I do believe that one of your players going to be late to the game today. Probably Cam Street, not going to be there on time. First 2 pitches to Jack Hogue out of the zone. It's now 2-0 here on the Fight Like Frankie Classic, the 3rd annual event. We honor young Frankie Lasasso. Sasso over 800 days in treatment as he battles leukemia. Just received his last chemotherapy treatment last week. Got a chance to ring the bell at Citizens Bank Park, celebrate that accomplishment. And there's a high fly pop-up over there towards the first base side. Getting underneath of it, making the squeeze is Bagnell for the first out of the frame. P4, your game changer scoring app. But again, Frankie Lasasso, a Hammonton Little Leaguer. His father, Big Frank, is an assistant on the Ocean City Red Raider staff. He was out to throw out the first pitch today, the day that honors him for all that he's been through in both support of him and the family. So tip of the cap to Frankie. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it just yet. There's a link on 97.3 ESPN's website, thanks to our buddy Mike Gill. All right, so now with one out, Colin Thompson takes pitch number 1 for a strike. Thompson, 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a double. And the RBI double back in the 4th helped spark the rally for Ocean City. He's in the hole now, 0-2, chasing that pitch. Thompson skies one, foul side of third base, and out of play. It bounces off the fence, left field. Gavin West, a long way trying to make an attempt at that ball. You know, getting back to the Lasasso family and the tremendous battle, perseverance that young Frankie has shown. He'll be back at it this weekend. Coaches versus Cancer. Usually throws out a pitch for Ocean City. They're going to take on Spring Ford in a special Saturday night game, 7 p.m. over at the Summers Point Babe Ruth Complex. That ball misses. It's now 1-2. So be sure to check out the BFA crew. We'll be on site both in Summers Point on Friday night and then all day Saturday and Sunday at Mainland Regional High School. 16 games. All proceeds will be donated locally through the American Cancer Society and scholarships for families, and players, and coaching staff that have had members that have been impacted in their battles against cancer. Be sure to check out all the action. Check our Twitter account for the schedule. So now a full count to Colin Thompson. Evan Taylor is on deck. Ocean City, he's getting a couple runners aboard as they're running out of regulation. And that's ball 4. So a big base runner near the top of the lineup for the Red Raiders with 1 out. It will be Taylor, the sensational sophomore. Started this game with a .500 batting average. Solo home run back in the 1st. Reached on an error in the 4th. And flew out to center field. 1 for 3 on the day. But certainly can be a difference maker with 1 swing as Ocean City still down 3. Here in the top of the 6th. Called strike. That ball in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher, Bartz. And now a 2-1 count for big Evan Taylor. That one got away from him. Thompson now going to move into scoring position. One out. Isaac Peterson, the catcher, is on deck. Should Taylor get aboard, he would represent the tying run. Konopka now trying to regroup. As you can see Thompson behind him over at second base. Kicks and fires. Called strike. Evens the count at 2-2, so nice job by Konopka, the senior. Time is requested and granted for Taylor. Another good look, high top, third base dugout. Nice job by the rookie Alex Jenkins. One of our cameras today here at BFA. Konopka now looks in and fires again. And that's ball 4. So perhaps strategic. Is he trying to pitch around Taylor? Well, the hottest bat in the lineup has been Isaac Peterson for Ocean City. 2 for 3 on the day. Double, single, RBI. 2 runs have scored. The runs were plated by courtesy runner Wade Stetzer. Got some wheels of his own on the base pass. But Peterson is the tying run in the top of the 6th. Konopka misses away. 1-0.
That's the outside. That's your warning, okay? Warning.
And home plate umpire issues a warning to the Blue Devil dugout for asking for some GPS on the pitch location. I prefer the waves when I get GPS. That ball misses. Good shout out to our guy Ryan Schumacher with the Field Mic audio. You heard that clear as a bell on the broadcast. And now Konopka leaves it upstairs. 3-0. Konopka trying to get himself out of a crappy situation. And if you're in that type of an environment or need help, call our friends at Star Septic Service, serving all of South Jersey. They're willing to get you out of any crappy situation. And there's 4 straight pitches, and that is ball 4. The bases are loaded for Ocean City. And they're going to have a meeting of the minds out on the mound. Tough spot to be in for Hammonton. 1 out, bases are loaded, tying run is at third. And they're going to leave the catcher Peterson out there on the bases as he's got some good wheels of his own. And they're going to go with Dante Eduardi, so Coach Greg Silvesti resetting the defense for the Blue Devils, making sure they're all on the same page. And for Konopka, he's thrown 3 balls to the last 3 hitters. Make that 4, because all 3 have reached via the walk to load the bases. So perhaps Dante Eduardi going to be coached up by the Red Raider coaching staff to be patient here. Swings at the first pitch. He's going to step on 3, west of 1, And it's going to pull him off the bag. But one heck of a defensive play by Gavin West over at third base. Going to get the fielder's choice, tries to get to his feet, and then just gets the ball over to one, but they can't get it. So Thompson will score. We got ourselves a 2-run game. And now runners at first and second with 2 outs. Time is requested and granted for the left fielder, Noah Harrington. Harrington with an RBI single back in the 5th. Tying run at first in Dante Eduardi. First pitch is called for a strike. Got the outside corner. 0-1 now to the left fielder. That ball gets away. Going to let the runners advance up to second and third. Tying run is Eduardi at second base. A 1-1 count. It's the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Harrington went to left center on a line drive. Faces Sean Kanopka, the senior. Twists and delivers. And Harrington skies it high in the shallow right field. Easy play for Bagnell. So they able to get out of the jam. So 1 run is scored. They leave 2 runners aboard on no hits. But it's a 11-9 lead for the Blue Devils as they come to bat at the bottom of the 6th right here on BFA Sports.
Hi everybody, Bob McCormick, Toyota Vineland, here to bring you today's game. We've partnered with our friends at BFA Sports to bring you a front row seat. When it comes to providing a championship level of service for our customers in all of our departments, that's reflected in the fact that we've won Toyota's President's Award 22 times. It's their most prestigious recognition for a dealership, and it encompasses every department, and we're really proud of the fact that we've won it as many times as we have. Well, it's just about time to play ball, so sit back and enjoy the game.
Well, the Blue Devils were able to avoid a danger zone of their own last inning, leave 2 runners stranded. And for Ocean City, Travis Large is going to come back out to pitch the 6th. For Hammonton, trying to get some insurance. It'll be Bartz, Kalani, and McAleer due up. As little Frankie Lasasso picks the 50-50. 806-028. Frankie Lasasso. There he is.
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils, Eric Bartz.
So it'll be Eric Bartz, the catcher, leading things off here in the 6th for Hammonton. Bartz 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. He grounded out to second base in his last at bat from the left side of the plate. Ball goes right to second base. Rapetti gathers, gets it over to Gunnels. Paul Kalani has grounded out to short in his last 2 at-bats. Reached on a walk back in the 2nd. Interesting as McAleer at the top of the lineup is on deck. And the second baseman, Cole Bagnell, is in the hole. But here's the first pitch. Thrown for a strike to Paul Kalani. Lifts and fires. Swings through and misses, and now 0-2. Nice job by Large right now to work the outside half of the plate. Good look high atop the third base dugout. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Large
Now batting for the Hammonton Blue Devils.
on points. Third strikeout in the last 2 frames. Two outs and back to the top of the lineup. Hammonton right-handed hitter Matt McAleer, the center fielder, digs in. It's his 5th at bat of the game. Takes it for a called strike. 0 for 4 today. Good job making contact. Reached on a fielder's choice. Reached on an error to short. And he popped up in foul territory in his last at bat over to first base. This time he hits it over to Rapetti at second. Rapetti to Gunnels, and they've retired the Red Raiders in order to end the 6th. Last licks perhaps for the Ocean City Red Raiders. They're down 2, and due up it'll be Gunnels, Larson, and Rapetti as we get ready to start the 7th on BFA Sports.
Sorry, I can't lower that price. I mean, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
We're dropping prices and payments at RK Chevrolet of Vineland. New Equinox, $239 a month. New Silverados, $359 a month. Plus 0% financing and no payments for 90 days.
You deserve the best. So come to RK.
And you get RK coverage, no charge.
At RK,
the customer is always
right!
RK Chevrolet of Vineland. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Might have to watch one of the Rocky movies after this because the Hammonton Blue Devils like to play the Rocky movie soundtracks. So it's the final countdown is the song that was blasting across the speakers, and the Red Raiders will send Riley Gunnels to lead things off here in the 7th to the plate. They're down to their final 3 outs. Showed some patience. They loaded the bases on 3 walks in the last frame. They did leave them loaded. Gunnels dropped the sacrifice bunt back in the 5th. Takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Let's go, Gunnels. Come on, Gunnels. Hey, 1-2, hey, 1-2.
And Konopka. This is down low. Trying to lock in a save for Hammonton. Again, it's been a beautiful day for baseball and a beautiful day to honor young Frankie Lasasso, the 3rd annual Fight Like Frankie Classic. And there's a hard hit ball, and it's Gunnels to lead things off with a single. The tying run will step to the plate here in the 7th. Designated hitter Cole Larson, and they're going to go for a pinch runner for Riley Gunnels over at first. And it's going to be number 5, Wade Stetzer, will enter the game as a pinch runner. Larson, the sophomore, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Single and a run scored. struck out in his last at bat in the 5th. Konopka going to glare over his shoulder at Wade Stetzer here in the 7th. First pitch, swing and a miss to Larson. Konopka, lanky pitcher's frame. Looks like he stands about 6'2". As you look at Wade Stetzer taking a lead at first. Paints the corner for strike 2 to Larson.
Battle.
0-2 pitch to Larson. They call the ball. It'll be 1-2. Umpire walking over to the Hammonton dugout. Of course, tight game here. Some of the Hammonton players maybe thought differently about the last call. Can appreciate the competitive spirit, but never going to get away with arguing balls and strikes. Here's the 1-2 as Konopka checks Stetzer again at first. He fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the books here in the 7th. Red Raiders will send another batter to the plate, representing the tying run with 1 out. Sean Rapetti started the game with a .294 batting average. He is 2 for 3 today. Takes pitch number 1 for a called strike. Konopka is dialed in here in the 7th. Rapetti doubled in the 3rd. RBI single and a run scored in the 4th. Takes that pitch away for a ball. He has been hot for Ocean City. Can he keep it going? Gets good wood on it, goes past the glove of West for a base hit and runners at first and second. Rapetti's 3rd hit of the ball game. And the Red Raiders have made it back to the top of the lineup. The tying run is at first. The right fielder, Jack Hogue, as he steps into the right-handed batter's box, represents the go-ahead run. The senior, Konopka. Gathers, looks, and delivers. Breaking pitch, misses for a ball. Now 1-0 to Hogue that has 1 hit and an RBI. And say that one is left up. 2-0. Hogue popped up to Bagnell at 2nd, back in the 6th. Konopka looks into Bartz again. Hits a corner for strike 1. It's 2-1. Ocean City has garnered 2 hits in this 7th inning. The pinch runner is Wade Stetzer at 2nd. Sean Rapetti is at 1st. That ball misses away. 3-1, a favorable hitter's count for Jack Hogue. Time is called and granted.
Let's go.
Veteran catcher, senior Eric Bartz, is going to talk it over his fellow senior, Sean Kanopka, here on Fight Like Frankie Classic Day. Hogue will climb back in the box with a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Gets the outside to make it a full count. 1 out here in the 7th. The dugout's getting louder. Hammonton wearing the orange in honor of Frankie Lasasso as Kanopka looks down the plate. Swing and a foul ball out of play, right side towards the taco truck. Hogue got good wood on it. Way foul. The 7th pitch of the at-bat for the right fielder. Kanopka settles in again. There's a chopper. Third base side, it's going to get through. And they're going to hold the runner. And they have loaded the bases on 3 hits. So Stetzer was wheeling around third and held up by Coach Andrew Bristol wisely, as that was an absolute rocket by Scholl all the way in from the outfield. And now with 1 out, Colin Thompson will come up with the bases loaded. The Red Raiders had loaded the bases in the 6th. They left them loaded. And now Coach Greg Silvesti, perhaps thinking about a switch here on the mound. Betteretti's going to talk it over and try to set the defense. Going to leave it in the hands of the seniors. A veteran battery in Kanopka and Bart. And for Ocean City, head coach Andrew Bristol is going to talk it over with his sophomore center fielder, Colin Thompson. Thompson reached on a walk his last at bat. Taylor, who was on deck, also reached on a walk. And Peterson, who's in the hole, reached on a walk, all versus Kanopka. Stetzer is at third. Rapetti is at second. Hogue is at first. The bases are loaded for Colin Thompson. Hard hit ball. It's going to go right to the shortstop. They got 1. They turn. No, they're not going to turn 2. But they get the fielder's choice. And now just 1 run away from tying the ball game. Nice heads-up play by Haynes and Bagnell. So Hogue is wiped off the bag over at second. Wade Stetzer scores. Rapetti moves over to third, represents the tying run with an open bag at second as Evan Taylor, the sophomore, climbs in to the box from the right side. He reached on a walk in his last at bat. He started the scoring with a solo home run, bomb to left in the first. Runner goes on the open bag as he takes pitch number 1 for ball 1. Runners now at second and third. Sean Rapetti is the tying run at third. Colin Thompson, the go-ahead run at second. Taylor leads the team coming into this contest with a .500 batting average. He's got 2 home runs on the year, and now they will intentionally walk him. So the IBB goes into the book with 2 outs. The catcher, Isaac Peterson, is 2 for 3 on the day. He's got an RBI double, a single, 2 runs scored, and he reached on a walk. Bases are loaded. First pitch. Peppers it foul. Straight back and into the parking area. You can hear the Red Raiders cheering them on, encouraging them to, quote, take it personal. An 11-1 ball game is now 11-10, bases loaded, top of the 7th with 2 outs. And now 2 strikes against Isaac Peterson, the catcher. Peterson will try to resettle himself. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Top of the 7th. Time was requested and granted. Here we go again. 0-2, bases loaded. Konopka versus Peterson. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And Konopka able to slam the door on what was an entertaining ball game. A fight like Frankie, 3rd annual classic, is in the books, and the hosts of Hammonton have held on to defeat the Red Raiders of Ocean City 11-10 here on BFA Sports. What a ball game it ended up being. Runs aplenty, hits aplenty, pitches aplenty here in this bit of a marathon contest at 2 hours and 37 minutes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Our sponsors, of course, RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru, Toyota of Vineland, Game Changer, Premier Orthopedic Associates. Our next broadcast, 4 o'clock on Friday at the Coaches vs. Cancer Classic. For everybody, the BFA Sports crew, our producer today, Mr. Ryan Schumacher, the legend Charles Hope is on camera, the rookie Alex Jenkins joins us over on the third base side, and the intern Casper T. Rypod continues his Iron Man performance out in center field. For all of us at BFA Sports, I'm Doug Stasic. We can't wait till next time to see you play ball, everybody.